This project is called Linear Horizons. It's a cultural printmaking exchange program that's been coordinated as a collaborative project between the Artist Collective 23 Sampaguita and NorthSite Contemporary Arts.
I wanted to do the residency because I want to learn more, not only about my culture, but I also want to learn more about the culture of the other countries, or to see what's the connection between those two cultures.
My grandfather, probably about 90 years ago, left the Philippines and came to Australia. So having that Filipino descent, I was really excited about meeting other Filipino people and working with them and talking to them about their culture and their art.
We've tried to create a program that would support the artists to be able to be here in Cairns at the Printmaking Studio and just spend 2 weeks just immersed in their art, but also a lot about sharing culture and sharing time together.
I think to begin with, it feels really culturally safe, feels really inviting. So the environment is really lovely and supportive and really nurturing us to develop our work.
In my role as a printmaker, I actually define myself as a collaborative printer. What I do in that role is I help facilitate the artist's exploration of the printed medium. Working with Tala from Badu Arts has been fantastic. We've worked together for probably about 10 years.
So we've been working together for a while now, do etching, He's been teaching me all them little technique and all them things, He's been a good teacher for me,
Collaborating through the different stages of not just printmaking, but different art processes can kind of get you an interesting result that you weren't really looking towards, because I was, invested in the process rather than the final result.
So stencil was a very new thing to me because I've never done it, because I've used to grow up on lino, just lino, because my father's an artist. He's just been doing lino for years. When I was a kid, I used to watch him just carve, or sculptures, because that's basically how I grew up. But stencil was just something new to me. I actually like it.
Dian has helped us figure out our experimental techniques in printmaking that merges two techniques. One is monoprint and the other one is stenciling. By introducing this technique, we were somehow given an opportunity to play with the material using cutouts, texture, and a lot of line work put together. And I think that's a very good introduction to printmaking and playing at the same time.
This residency introduced me to new friends like Sasha. We really bonded right away because we have a lot of similar experiences. Like for us, it's harder to get into the art market more easily. So I think it's been maybe a healing journey as well, because it's always been frustrating for me to be challenged by these economic factors, as someone coming from the regions and then trying to find a job in the city. It's really hard, but then realizing that I'm not alone and this is actually a worldwide struggle apparently, then it gives me more motivation to just keep on going.
It's really interesting in that we find ourselves going, we do that too, or oh, that's so amazing, we have something similar to that. Kunaya, one of the artists, she said when witnessing the Welcome to Country and the traditional dance, the stories transcended language because it was so similar.
There are lots of similarities, especially the way they acknowledge their ancestors. It's the same with how we acknowledge our ancestors, with how we treasure our ancestors. It is really connecting with the land that we have. It's really with that kind of relationship with the land that we have. It's the same with the culture also that we have.
I think this opportunity helped expand my worldview by understanding how regional artists think about art in terms of their everyday as well. So how integral their art practices to their culture, be it from the past or the current situation they're in, and how they're trying to develop this unique imagery to represent the now.
Like, it's that sort of sharing of culture that I really loved about it all. It's just, I want to share so much more because you've shared all of you. You know, you've opened up, and so we want to do that too.
All I can say is just, with the new skills, just keep doing what you love and experimenting.
I want to consider printmaking more in the future. This has made me what Dian does. I sort of wanted to, maybe if I could find a job in the printmaking that's also hands-on, just because that's the kind of stuff I'd be interested in.
It tremendously changed my work, and I think it gave me growth on how to express my artistic capabilities. So I am very thankful with this residency because, yeah, it boosts my skills as an artist.
At the core of this whole immersion, this cultural exchange, is really just going back to how you are as a human and relating to people in a gentle manner so that you understand with openness how expansive cultures really are and how they're also constantly changing.